show you what it takes to take care of type 4 hair and what a real wash regimen looks like. So welcome to my channel if you've never been here before, but if you've subscribed, welcome back. I really appreciate you guys subscribing, and this particular video is going to be about my series called Buy or Pass on Products. In order to avoid being a product junkie, I have taught myself how to break down the ingredients in a product and make a decision as to whether I will either buy or pass on a product. Anyway, so the products that I am going to be reviewing today are from an article from Bazaar magazine, and the article is called The Best Black-Owned Hair Brands to Support Year-Round, featuring culty shampoos, conditioners, and stylers for every hair type. And before I get started, I want to give you an idea of how I determine whether I buy or pass on a product. The process is based on cosmetic chemists who actually create these products formulas. You only need to look at the first 5 ingredients according to cosmetic chemists who actually make these products formula, because within those first 5 ingredients, those ingredients after water are doing the work of the product. And those ingredients are listed on the ingredients label on the back of the product. So usually what you will find on the front label are some ingredients that will attract a consumer to buy the product, but those ingredients are not necessarily doing the work of the product. I am here to actually break down the key ingredients within the first 5 ingredients, and from there I will let you know what each one of those ingredients are doing in the product and whether it's worth buying or passing on a particular product. So with that in mind, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Alright, so with that said, let's get into it. Alright, next is the Miss Jessie's Rapid Recovery Treatment Deep Hair Treatment. It is a rinse out conditioner. It is $14 for 8.5 ounces. And the brand is one of the pioneers in black-owned beauty brands. The key ingredients in this product is water. 2 is cetyl alcohol. 3 is Cyclopentasiloxane. I'm sorry, I'm not a cosmetic chemist. I'm just a consumer trying to break down these ingredients. 4 is stearyl alcohol. 5 is benzene chloride. These are very common ingredients in a rinse out conditioner. Cetyl alcohol is a cationic surfactant, a fatty alcohol. Very common across the board in multi-hair care products. It has multi-functions. It is an emulsifier. It is a conditioning agent. The number 3 ingredient is Cyclopentasiloxane. I'm not going to even try and say it again. But it is a silicone. Silicone gets a really bad name, and it's being passed on to where it's bad for your hair. And it's not bad for your hair if you don't overuse the ingredient. It's a good ingredient for what it's supposed to do. Instead of me explaining what silicones are, I found this video on YouTube where it is described perfectly, and also the effect on 4C hair as well as all hair types.
Silicones are also added to hair care products like shampoos, conditioners, styling products, setting sprays. They function to coat the hair shaft and protect it from heat, as well as to provide slip and detangle the hair. And also, silicones kind of coat the hair shaft, allow it to retain moisture better by slowing water loss from the hair shaft, and therefore improve not only hair breakage and fragility, but also decrease frizz. So they coat the hair shaft itself and help it to lie down better and stay smooth and shiny, and they make the hair have kind of a luster to it. They also impart slip to a product, how slippery the product feels, and how well the product will comb through the hair. This is important particularly for women and men who have more African textured hair. This is really, really important because those properties of products help to allow products to go into the hair and not have hair breakage as readily. And those hair types are definitely more afflicted by hair breakage. And so that's something that, if that's you out there, you already know that you need to be cognizant of that in your hair care products. And that's why there are hair care products marketed to those demographics. They're formulated in such a way that they have the appropriate silicones to impart slip. There are two types of silicones, though, that you need to be aware of in shampoos and conditioners and hair care products. Water-soluble silicones, meaning dissolve in water, and water-insoluble silicones. Water-insoluble silicones, unfortunately, will build up on the hair shaft itself, and in doing so, they lead to a buildup. And so they either need to be washed off with a detergent, like a sulfate-containing detergent, as I talked about in my sulfates video, to remove that buildup. Because if not, over time, particularly in more ethnic hair types, curlier hair types, over time that buildup weighs down on the hair shaft and can lead to increased hair breakage, hair fragility, frizz, hair loss, all of that undesirable stuff that you're trying to avoid. Particularly if you are on the journey to more natural hairstyle, this is something that you want to be keenly aware of, because using the wrong hair care product with too much water-insoluble silicone derivatives is going to make it more challenging. It's going to lead to more buildup. That's going to increase fragility and breakage on your hair shaft. On the other hand, water-soluble silicones, they rinse off the hair and they don't lead to that buildup. Which ones are which? There are so many out there, it's really hard to keep them straight. But in general, water-soluble silicones will have the prefix PEG or PPG. PEG is really just polyethylene glycol. Adding ethylene glycol onto a silicone makes it more water-soluble. So look for that term and know that that implies that the compound is water-soluble.
The third one is it's really a controversy. You know, it's always been a controversial ingredient, but it's dimethicone. Okay, so what is it? Why do we use it in the industry? First of all, dimethicone is a clear viscous liquid. Now we use it in the industry because it imparts an amazing feel. I mean, in skincare, hair care, foundations. Now the thing is, a lot of people feel like it creates this super crazy film on the hair that is pretty much impossible to wash off. Now here's the thing, guys, when it comes to films. Conditioners create a film on the hair. Oils create a film on the hair. So films on the hair is a natural process. That actually makes our hair feel amazing. You know, but here's the thing with dimethicone. I will say this, if you have low porosity hair, I wouldn't recommend it because your cuticles are already pretty sealed. You don't need that. Now, if you have high porosity hair, the main issue with high porosity hair is that you can't really retain any moisture, because as soon as you put it on, it just goes away within like minutes or hours, you know? So you want something a little bit more, you know, a little bit more stronger to seal in that hair, or excuse me, to seal in that moisture, and that is where dimethicone can come in. And I will say this, if you use dimethicone, be sure to clarify. And with any product, you have to clarify your hair at least once a month, because you want to make sure that you're getting all of that stuff off, the film, the product buildup, all of that. You want to always start fresh.
So it's about proper usage of these products that feature silicone as a main ingredient. Stearyl alcohol, the number 4 ingredient of the key ingredients, is the same. Cationic surfactant fatty alcohol has the same functions as the cetyl alcohol, and then benzimonium chloride, same. Multifunctioning ingredient, very common in hair care products. It's an emulsifier, conditioning agent. And as far as the marketed ingredient, shea butter, it is number 8 on the ingredients label. And my thoughts on whether to buy or pass on this, I wrote here, looks like a good product with the main ingredients being cationic surfactants, fatty alcohols. These are good conditioning ingredients providing moisture, slip, shine, and coating the hair strands. So I'd be interested in buying the product. Alright, so let me see myself here. So let's move on to the next product. Alright, the next product that we're going to be reviewing, celebrity brand